just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Take it in at the 22. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This complete to Langford. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, Brent, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Prescott now from the 50. This complete to David Bell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On play action, Prescott. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Not an easy spot here. He'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He's looking deep for Bell. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. To the air again, Herbert. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns set to take over. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Prescott on first down. Throw complete to Bell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Russell trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man, it's Jalen Darden. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a play that likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and points result. We'll call this play significant.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Prescott into the hands of Darden. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Slant route complete to Bell. And he's going to have the Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by the tight end Bryant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. Touchdown, Browns. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On first down, it's Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Up the middle they go. Russell. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Russell. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Russell. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Russell. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now. It's Russell. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. throws this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. It's caught. Here's Langford. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Herbert on 1st down now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Meanwhile, Dak's throw hauled in by Bell. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that'll be caught by Darden. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. This complete to Langford. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. So we have passed the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Chargers to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Yeah, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. That's complete to Bell over the middle. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the 1st. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Desmond King picks it, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. There he goes left side. Past the 20.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the...
Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Prescott on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Holding offense.
Come on, dog!
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Russell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. Tries the right side, and he finds Bell. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they...
And we're back now here in Cleveland. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Russell, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Russell, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Again, Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. On 4th down, Herbert. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception. reception. Here's Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they...
Oh, Prescott stripped! Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw complete to Bell. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 39-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display. And now they look to... It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again. We get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw hauled in by Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Prescott. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. First down, Prescott. Going right. And he coughed it up. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's complete. It's Bell. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. And Wilson with it, complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it